Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track. These help us remember.
These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Growing up I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame. And that's the reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is.
Don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
If I had a voice that reached 100 million people, I'd tell them there's a reason that we're all created equal. Cause some decide to be great and some decide a sequel to an average person's life is simply what they want to be. So you make your decision, all I know is what I'm given. Won't define the life I lead or the way I dwell in existence. I've seen a greater image on the walls of where I'm living, and the words twisted and scripted remind me of something written. Faith is a gift that is given down to the people. If one believes it, one receives it. It's given if it is needed. Don't ever think you're trapped in a life that you never wanted. Your options are infinite, that's some mathematical logic. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers and these battle scars on my church. Not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers, these battle scars on my church.
Don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battles.
Well, hello everyone. How are you doing? It's been a late night for me. Had to take the late train from my pretend job. Oh, and hello, Lawrence and Samuel. I'm doing 2 shows tonight. There'll be a history show after this one. This one is going to be relatively short, but let me do the YouTuber stuff. If you are not subscribed, I would truly appreciate you giving this channel a subscribe. We are growing slowly but surely, and I truly appreciate it. And you can also follow me on X Twitter. That's always fun. Today's been one of those. Today's been an exciting day, so really would appreciate a follow over there. And last but not least, I really appreciate your support on Patreon at patreon.com/Pink Flame of Liberty. It helps keep this show going because shows like this do not get the sweet YouTube ad revenue. All right, we're going to get right into it. Again, this is going to be a short show. However, so today I learned, and yeah, the title is a bit clickbaity, but not entirely. So today I learned, and this news had probably come out sometime before, but just learned about it today, that in Colorado, in my state, the court is hearing arguments that Trump should be excluded from the ballot in Colorado due to January 6th. Now, we all know that the former president is not, is going through all kinds of legal issues in trying to torpedo his candidacy. But, the one in Colorado was of particular interest, as it is a direct shot across the bow to at least keep him off the ballot in one state. When I first heard about this on Twitter, it was obviously from an outraged Trump fan who was like, this is election interference and all the yeah. And I said, oh, I hope you keep that same energy when it comes to the routine excluding of third parties from the ballot that Trump hasn't had crap to say of during all of this time, including the time when he's going through his legal battles. He could have done something if he really cared when it didn't affect his pompous self about ballot censorship and ballot fairness. But no. Now that it's affecting them, all of a sudden they care. But in general, this isn't true for all Republicans, because there are some really good ones that are trying to introduce legislature in certain states. But in general, Republicans in the Republican Party, not your average Republican voter who doesn't even know this is going on, but the Republican power brokers are constantly screwing the Libertarian Party. And you expect any of us to cry over the fact that y'all are getting maybe not an exact parallel of the taste of your own medicine, but that karma works in mysterious ways. So boo-hoo, you might get excluded from the ballot in Colorado. Well, maybe you will have a tiny fraction of what we feel. And the reason why I am quite salty about this is we're going through our ballot access efforts right now for the Libertarian Party. If we wanted to get on the ballot, we're the third largest political party, been around for 50 years, has run a presidential candidate in every single one of those cycles. And our very first run got an electoral college vote. If we wanted to be able to secure ballot access in all of the states, I don't have the exact figure in front of me, but I know one of the states in by itself, New York, would be several $100,000. So you're probably looking at $500,000 just to get on the ballot, despite being the third largest political party in the country. It is absolutely obscene, and Trump doesn't give a crap. His voice added to that could have made a difference. Now all of a sudden they care because they want Kennedy on the ballot just to screw over the Democrats. Now, I'm not saying Kennedy running is any kind of unfair thing. That's how the Republicans would see it. We can screw over Biden. I would just see it as healthy competition. But I just love it when the chickens come home to roost. How do you like them apples? Now that the libertarian lathering up outrage is over with, just some other commentary. I don't like Trump, as I think is probably quite obvious in my commentary, even though it wasn't directly about Trump, but about his hypocritical silence and faux outrage over election fairness only when it affects him. What's good for, for me, rights for me, but not for thee. But to step back, yeah, what's happening to him in Colorado is ridiculous. Just like it would be ridiculous if it was happening to a Libertarian Party candidate. It is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, the justice system is being weaponized against him. All of this crap is bull crap when you got the Biden crime family in the White House. So yeah, all of this stuff is unfair. But welcome to the club, baby doll. And while I can say it's unfair, I'm not going to shed any tears. because I know the blood, sweat, and tears we have to do every election season just to get on the ballot. Maybe you guys will start having a level playing field when you see the way the state can be weaponized against you. I want to show you something. Oh, my hair's a little crazy. My hair is a little crazy. So, I want to show you something. Now, this is, I think, from a couple years ago. But this just shows you the type of entitled, just horrible scumbag in the wild attitude that at least some Republicans, the establishment Republicans, and I know y'all don't think Trump is an establishment Republican. He's part of the Republican establishment. I'm sorry, whether you like that or not. But check this out. I saved this screenshot and I captioned it in my Substack article as actual scumbags spotted in the wild. But check out this guy in Texas. Burrows for Texas. The honorable, dishonorable Dustin Burrows. Not saying that as a judge title, just saying that to rag on him. So, what does he say? He says, happy to donate to individuals and groups that are building and expanding our majority. I hope our state party will once again lead on this, and I will be the first to donate when it does. The 2020 failure to knock libertarians off the ballot was a dereliction of duty. This is the type of stuff we face, and that Trump doesn't say crap about. So while y'all are licking your wounds, I just hope you get a small taste of what we continually go through. And I can say it is bullcrap what is happening to him, but still have a little schadenfreude. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you know what I mean. And in those news, and I'm trying to find a window here. I lost my overlay window. Oh, there it goes. So let's take this off. So in other news, the Supreme Court has continued its utter failure, even with a quote-unquote conservative Supreme Court, to hear writs of cert on ballot access cases. So something had gotten petitioned up to the Supreme Court, which is the New York ballot access case, and cert was denied. I think it's like 3 decades that they have declined to hear a ballot access case. It's effectively a one-party system in New York. Now, that one party is the Democrats, but the Republicans could do something about it. They could shine light on that, but then the light would be shined where they do the same type of thing. It is absolutely gross, but I do think this election season, some light will be shown on that, because you've got RFK Jr., who's going to be facing this uphill battle when it comes to ballot access as well. But I do not, here's my cup of Republican tears. Because now when you see the system being weaponized against you, maybe you'll look back and think, you know, maybe we're just getting what we had coming to us. So that is all for the show. I told you this was just really quick. It was just getting something off my chest. So I'll follow what's going on in the Colorado case with interest. Oh, there was one other thing I did want to say about that. I listened to part of the court hearing today where there was a motion to recuse the judge, and her failure to recuse is completely ridiculous. So they had asked her to recuse because apparently she gave a donation to a PAC that was actively doing stuff against Trump. Don't know the name of the PAC, don't know all of the details, but it was very, very partisan PAC that was actively working against Trump. And now she's a judge in a case trying to exclude him from the ballot in Colorado. You don't think that's cause for recusal? Oh my goodness. So you want to know what her excuse was? Well, I didn't realize I was giving to that PAC. Well, then you're dumb. And either way, you shouldn't be on the case. Okay, you made an oopsie. You didn't know you were given to that pack. Recuse yourself. You're not the only judge here in Colorado. Let someone else hear it. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no integrity in our system, particularly when it comes to elections. All right, guys, hang out, maybe not in this actual live stream because I'll start another one, but we are going to do a history show because there will not be shows for the next 2 days, as tomorrow night is the Convention Oversight Committee meeting that I need to do, and then Thursday is bylaws, but you're certainly invited to come to the bylaws meeting if you like. But have an awesome night, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business, not because they want to